Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to another review from Roy's Reviews. And today we're looking at a rebuildable tank. Yes, it's an RTA single coil tank, and it's from one of the UK's best known reviewer, and just recently voted the UK's #1 reviewer as the Vapor Round Awards, Vaping with Vic, in association with EHPRO. My last review was an EHPRO one, the RTA. But here we go again with the EHPRO. So folks, let's drop down to the table, have a look round, and we'll stick a build into this, and we'll come back up again and we shall have a wee talk about it. Helps when the airflow's open. Okay, so welcome down to the table, and here we have the Kelpie box. It is a standard box from EHPRO, and they stick on the sticker on here, and this is the retail version because it's got the Kelpie on there. Vaping with a Vic product. Product contains nicotine, which is a highly addictive substance. On the bottom we have another Kelpie sticker. On this side we've got the Shenzhen EHPRO.com, so it's www.szehpro.com. We've got the barcode, EHPRO on that side. On this side we've got the Facebook and the Instagram for EHPRO, the model, which is the Kelpie, and security code number, and you can check the authenticity of it if you wish. On the back it has just got your normal cautions and warnings. This product contains nicotine, and then all your warning labels down at the bottom. And then you open up the lid, and in the box you then get the Kelpie itself. If I can just find my Atty stand, which I can't see just at the moment. You get a bubble glass, which we will keep out because we're going to use that. You then get a little box, and inside the box you get your little Bruce screwdriver. You get, there should be 2 coils, but we've already used one of them, and you get a couple of spare grub screws, and you get normal little assortment of O-rings. So take the Bruce screwdriver out because we need that. Take out the felt. Underneath the felt you get a little user manual which shows you how to dismantle and how to fill, and also shows you how to wick and do the airflow, which I think is a nice little touch. On there you get your EHPRO certificate, and you also get the warranty terms in the very bottom, and which you can put your details on there. Again, so that's just your normal EHPRO stuff that's down in the bottom of the box. So let's tidy that all back up again, and we'll set that off to the side, and we'll have a look at the main. So starting off at the top here, you've got a 810 drip tip fitting, which doesn't have any O-rings on the 810, but the O-rings, as you can see, are down in there, and it's a nice snug fitting on there. It clips in. On the front, I'll show you that a bit in a better. So around the top you've got a bit of knurling, and then you just have to try and find where it says Kelpie and the arrow, which is just there, and you push that out to find the kidney shaped fill hole. Now I have seen people saying about the slide fitting being very loose. I can say on this one it is actually quite tight and stiff to slide out, so I have no issue with that. Then you go down your glass. Down at the bottom you have got your airflow, so it's a bottom fed airflow. Big hole which closes right the way off and right the way open. What you do on this side also does the same on that side, and you actually can see the whole way through. Here you go. On the bottom then, it has got the EHPRO details, and it's got your serial number on there. It says designed by Vaping with Vic. So you've got your don't vape in the bin sign. Now the 510 does not protrude very much, folks, so I wouldn't recommend this at all on a hybrid. Now crack this apart. Set that there 2 seconds. Okay, so just get the little stand from Steve Dilligaf and get the deck screwed onto that, so we can give you a good look around this deck without my fingers getting in the way. Okay, so camera, hello. So as you can see, this is a split deck. Even though it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 places you can put in coils, it's a single coil that sits across there. Honeycomb airflow, but if you look really closely, you will see that the bottom 2 rows are actually smaller than the ones across the side. I'm not going to start saying what decks it's like and everything else, and you know, going down that route. Plenty of other reviewers out there have done that, so I'm not going to go into it and everything else. But I will say it is split, so you've got half positive and half negative. So you can put a coil placement either into these two or those two, one leg there, one leg there, one leg there, one leg there. Now the coils that do come with it are split out the way that it should be, so you can put one coil in there, one coil in there. The coil that I'm going to be using when I do the build is a staggered fuse Clapton. So as you can see, that both legs are pointing downwards. So just to show you that I can put the build in that way. The air comes in from the bottom and up through the coil there. So you're just wanting to get your coil placement just sitting just maybe slightly above the tops of the posts. And then you've got 2 juice wells here and here. Now if you watch Vic's videos, you want the juice to sit into there, but you don't want it touching the base down there, because the juice flows in and you want to be able to get the wicking right and it to flow through. Take off this glass, it's the straight glass, because we are going to use the bubble glass. Now I can show you on here a little bit closer. So on the front you've got a picture of the Kelpie, which, if those you don't know, is the Loch Ness monster, and you have a castle behind. And again, also you've got the little arrow up there and Kelpie wrote in there. Now the chimney is quite small, but also as you can see it's going to be quite close to the deck, because that screws down, so it's actually going to be very, very close to the deck, and it's got good doming in there. So that should help with the flavour. It's always good to see a good bit of doming, but also close to it. So it is slightly Wasp Nano-esque, but as Vic is an experienced vaper, you know, in Vic we trust. I do, however, like the fit. Whenever you put the glass in, it does sit in with a nice click, to remind you that it's, you know, firmly put in there and against the O-rings, and it does sit without falling out. That's another great plus point. Okay folks, so I'm going to probably do this next bit in a speedy up time, but just to let you know, you can use your Coily Tool. Again, it's just measuring across the top. As you can see here, even though it's curved, get it to where it just crosses the coils, and it's saying that it's a, let's try the 4, yeah, 4 mil. which is a good start to get the coil legs the same length. So when you are putting them in, and then if you do want to snip them off, if they do come out a little bit, you can go further down. So I'm going to speed this up, enjoy the music, and I'll see you in a mo. Okay, so once you have your coil all bedded in, I'm going to be using cotton threads for this purposes. Just because it's nice and simple to get fed through. Okay, just feed your cotton in and pull it through and back and forth, just to make sure it's all nicely spread out in there. Now, what Vic says the best thing to do is to go across the edge and cut it at an angle, like so. And again on this side, just cut it at the edge, cut it at an angle, like so. And then you flip up both sides, and as you can see, if you just push it down, you don't actually want it touching the bottom like mine is there. So if you find it is touching the bottom, you just need to make sure you take a little bit more off, because touching the bottom is bad. And remember, when you put juice on this, it's going to probably sag down a bit more. Again, just a little bit more off there. Like so. Okay, so next then you're going to need juice to put into it, and we're going to go with that blue stuff, and this is from Dr. Vapes. So you want to make sure the cotton is well juiced up. Up into the coil first of all, just to make sure that it gets soaked the whole way through, and then the ends of it as well. And make sure you get plenty. Plenty, plenty. P for plenty. Now, I did watch Vic doing this and he made it look a whole lot easier. At Expo, he hooked up my son's and he made it look so easy. Tease it in. Now, I think I just got a little bit too much cotton at the bottom there. So again, just going to take get a wee trim and then just tease it in just to dam up that juice well. Also, you want to make sure, because of the where the screw thread goes round, you need to make sure your cotton is also clear of that so you don't catch in it and it doesn't jam it open, or sorry, jam it closed. And again on the other side, just tease it into the juice well. Teasy teasy. Just like you're caressing a woman, nice and gentle. And just tuck it in. I'm not the most gentle person in the world normally, but this tends to lead you to be, because you don't want to get your juice all over your table. And once you've got that done, it's a matter of putting the top cap back on. And you just find the thread. And screw it on. Oh, I've missed the thread. There we go. And just check by trying to twist the glass. If it can't twist, then you've got it grand. And then close off the airflow to fill it up. And again, just push to the back, hear the click. Leave your juice port open and then fill. And there you have it, folks. That's it up close with the Kelpie. Join me up top when I'll take it for a little vape and tell you the pros and cons. Welcome back up again. So there we have it. That's the unboxing. It's getting cloudy in here. That's the unboxing of the Kelpie. We've got some Dr. Vapes, that blue stuff in here, blue slush in here, blue stuff. Yeah, that blue stuff. Single coil. Now, I'm not the world's normally the world's biggest single coil fan. Has Vic changed me? The answer would be yes. The bubble tank on this, it's one of those ones where the bubble tank, you don't need an extender to put the bigger tank on. So the flavour stays the same because the deck is the same at height. Oh, the chimney stays the same height as the deck as it does when you have the straight glass or whatever glass. And I'm getting really tongue-tied today, so I do apologise. But yeah. The Kelpie is fantastic. Now the con, which every single reviewer has picked up on, is the screws. My eyesight is absolutely piss bad, and they're star head screws, and they're going to get wrung out and everything else. But that's been played to death, and Vic himself has admitted it, and he wants the grub screws. And other reviewers like Mark, the Vaping Postman, has even posted the size of grub screws that you need to use for Allen key placement. Cons. Flavour for days. Absolute flavour for days. The flavour and the cloud production is fantastic. This drip tip that comes with it, the black marble one, is gorgeous as well. It's a big thumbs up to EHPRO. I don't think I mentioned it enough down on the table cam, but the drip tip is absolutely gorgeous that comes with it, the black marble. And sitting on top of the Coily Cronus, it just looks the bee's knees. The wicking, folks, can be a little bit tricky, but watch Vic's video if you're not sure how to wick it, and if my tutorial wasn't good enough, you can go back and watch Vic's video on how to wick. The airflow, you can get right down to a very tight draw, which still gives you plenty of cloud, but it's like nearly it's nearly like a loose mouth or mouth to lung. Fully wide open. Still not over airy. A lot of tanks you can get, especially with single coils, if you open it up fully, you get very airy, but not with this. Again, just halfway down. That flavour is amazing. So if you're after a easy to coil single RTA, I would highly recommend this Kelpie. They're selling bucket loads. The wicking, once you have got the wicking, you get it right once, you will then continue to get it right. I've now put 5 or 6 into this, just trying different ways for the coils and everything else, because we've got this at Expo, and it's actually Michelle's, and I borrowed it for the review. She used it during Expo, which I built it for and wicked it and vaped on it, and then I've been vaping on it since as well, just to get my head around it. But yeah, it is good. It really, really is good. I'm not saying that because I know Vic and everything else, but this is a really good tank. So folks, if you've liked my review, give me a thumbs up. Drop me a wee comment down below. I much appreciate them. If you haven't liked it and give me a thumbs down, well, tell me why, and I'll try and correct it. And up here, there'll be a link back to a previous review, and down here there'll be a subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed to me, give me a wee subscribe. Thank you very much. And it just remains me to say, that'll be it first. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this review. Take care now. Bye.